You dig what I'm saying? If they all hunters, I'm a counterfeit. Yeah, wanted money, I couldn't enjoy class.
Alright, hey guys, we're back with another episode of Stan Wars. And if you guys haven't watched this before, it's basically when we put two rappers against each other, and then you guys vote on who you think should win, who you think should go through. So there'll be a link in the description. On this video, it's Lil Uzi. It's not Lil Uzi. It's Young Lean versus MIGOS. So we've got
Rahul,
Kanji,
Matt,
and Dylan, and we've got Tom behind the camera as well. So in this video, we're gonna do Young Lean versus MIGOS.
Go.
Link in the description for the voting poll and the bracket as well. So we'll get it cracking. Us two are Lean, and then
Young Lean, dude.
MIGOS.
Offset Quavo.
don't you want to be Quavo?
100%.
Yeah.
Of course you want to be Quavo. I sort of do, but yeah.
How about Takeoff? Well, who's going?
24/7 a day.
Alright, so you start. Why do you think MIGOS should be better?
What do I seriously don't know why this is even a debate.
Yeah.
Like, basically in every aspect of music, MIGOS come, I feel, on top when compared to Lean. Sales, popularity,
Yeah.
quality, influence,
Influence, you think they're better?
all four. Well, like, I feel they have influence to the game.
They have influenced the game. Have they done anything
Triple fly.
truly new?
Exactly.
New? Have they bring in anything new to the game?
Is there
there anyone else that does anything that Lean does compared to anyone else that does like things that MIGOS do?
But the thing was, MIGOS were the first that were doing it. The only reason why you see people do it now is because of the MIGOS.
They literally
That's
bit the
their
whole
influence.
Bone Thugs
They weren't
flow,
the
the
first,
whole
but they
Triple Six.
revitalized
They
it.
revitalized
yeah,
it.
they
So what I'm saying is,
exactly.
they
So
revitalized.
Is recycled trash still trash? But
Yeah. Well, that's hard. But we're saying, okay, what's more important? Someone who recycles old flows and brings them back up, or Lean, who creates a new aesthetic, basically a new genre almost by himself.
Yeah, but that genre is so isolated from the rest of the genre. It doesn't really even contribute.
How do you,
doesn't represent
how is it
the genre
isolated? He
whatsoever.
sold out shows Australia, America, Europe.
I mean, isolated like from the other lanes within hip hop. But is he really interacting with like Migos fucking people from the East Coast are like jacking Migos flows.
And people all across the world, literally internationally, are biting Young Lean as well.
Who?
everyone's trying to get on this aesthetic that he's
Yeah, the whole
producing.
aesthetic. Young Hearn from Germany bites him.
Why haven't I heard of him before?
But it doesn't matter if you haven't. It doesn't matter if you haven't heard of him. That
Yeah,
whole
but there's
clan
like-
rap scene
that's the
is
thing, like-
international.
It doesn't matter because like you can mention like Young Bibi or I don't know 5K Zanhead. All these people who have like 2 hits, 3 hits on SoundCloud. They're not relevant
Are they
in hip hop. They're not relevant
Why aren't they relevant in hip hop?
because no one listens to them at all.
Does
They
no one
don't even
listen to
have a
Young
top.
Lean?
No, I'm not saying Young Lean. When you're talking about some German dude,
Yeah.
you shouldn't bring those guys up because sure there'll be people influenced by every artist. Say I stan Young Lean. Obviously, I'm going to be influenced by his stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to put stuff that represents
Of course,
his sound and integrate my own stuff into it.
Yeah.
But because that's not popular, or because it
it's-
doesn't get
but-
any exposure, you shouldn't.
But it
really
is popular
count
on the internet though.
it. What, this German dude?
Well, he's got like
whole-
millions of plays.
The German dude.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Young Hearn. He's got like
But how do you compare
Young
that to?
Hearn.
Young
I'll
Hearn.
Google him right now.
How do you compare that to arguably the hottest scene within hip hop right now? Like, how do you compare that to
the
ATL?
pioneers of the hottest in hip hop? Young Hearn.
No, I wouldn't say Migos are the pioneers, but like they are a huge influence on ATL, today's ATL, right?
Yeah, I guess. But it's more a question of what do you prefer? Do you prefer?
Oh, well, so
Okay, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't
yeah.
matter. It's more of a question. What would you prefer? Originality or something
Exactly.
that's been recycled? And take anything away from the one from Lean. His projects are quality. Unknown Memory is like a classic. And
That is amazing.
yeah, and Unknown
No
Death are
Label
like. Pardon?
No Label 2,
That was like 30 songs long and had about 1 billion filler tracks.
but it's still a classic.
Is it a
It
classic?
is I think it's a classic.
Okay, but
Within
what I'm
trap,
saying
it's
is
a classic.
within
Maybe it's
trap,
not a hip
that's
hop
the thing.
classic.
Within
but
trap,
Lean's the same thing. Within his own niche,
yeah,
it's a classic.
But did No Label 2 do anything new?
Why is that so important?
I'm not saying that it's not
It's always important.
Yeah, creativity is
Things always
always
have to go
Yeah,
forward.
but it's not. Of course, you have to create, but you also need to respect, recycle, and revitalize. The
You can
3
take-
R's.
What the
Yeah. No, but
But like it wasn't just like that. Yeah, they took the flow, but they were putting it on like people like Zaytoven, these up and coming producers at the time.
Zaytoven wasn't up and coming at the time. Zaytoven's been around forever.
No, but like
MIGOS have been
popping,
around
like
forever as
popping, like getting huge, like getting hot.
Who's Zaytoven?
Yeah,
I
well,
could ask
yeah,
the same question.
they definitely did with stuff like No Label 2.
Yeah.
Zaytoven was huge before No Label 2. What the fuck? Zaytoven?
But like
Who did
Zay? Like almost like mainstream success.
I don't know. I think you might have to check your facts on that one.
I think well, at least Metro was helped by MIGOS.
How was
Well,
it?
they sort of
How was
helped-
Metro helped by
Well,
Migos?
Metro was originally producing for people like MIGOS.
Yeah,
and
but
they
Met-
were,
I
his
don't
biggest
think.
hits originally were from people like the MIGOS.
Who,
Yeah, but
who,
you're
no,
saying
who's
you're
was
saying
Metro's
that as
biggest
if
hit?
Metro
No, I'm
was
saying,
nothing
like,
before
Yeah,
Migos.
yeah, you're saying as if Migos put on Zaytoven, he didn't put on Zaytoven.
I'm not saying he put him on.
That's what Kanji was kind of saying in the mainstream, which is bullshit. You're saying as if you put on Metro. You
No,
know
no,
what
I'm not,
Metro?
saying, I'm not saying they put on each other.
They
I'm
certainly
saying they
reached a
helped
new
each
level of
other.
relevance by working
They
together.
helped each other.
Yeah, they helped each other.
completely
Yeah,
worked together.
definitely. Yeah.
And both of them are one of the reasons why the sound we hear in hip hop today is so predominant.
Okay, well, it's the same. Young Lean has influenced Trav, the direction of Trav's sound.
I think Migos have influenced Trav a lot more than Young Lean.
You reckon? How have
100%.
Migos influenced Trav?
Well, I reckon he's basically jacked their ad libs. The
can
whole
say
concept of ad libs, full stop.
The whole concept of ad libs
yeah.
are from Migos.
Yeah, 100%.
The whole concept of ad libs are from Migos.
No,
What-
I'm not saying the whole concept of ad libs
That's literally
are
what
from
you just
the
said.
Migos. I'm saying the reason why Trav uses ad libs is because the Migos used it so effectively in their tracks. So Trav's like, okay, I can grab that, I can make it better, I can put my own spin
I
on it.
literally disagree with
Yeah.
you. You know why?
Why?
Because that whole melodic harmonization that was throughout, you know, on Kelly Price, how in the
Yeah.
background like harmonize that.
Oh yeah, no,
something,
that's Trav.
That's directly bitten off Trav.
That's Trav, yeah, I know. But I'm saying like Trav's original ad libs, like the yeah, and then it's lit.
that's
Stuff like
not
that.
from Migos.
No, but I'm saying the idea was generally from Migos.
No, it wasn't.
Who'd use yeah,
No, it wasn't.
like mama, that type of ad
That was not from Migos.
That
That has
type
been
of
around
ad
for
lib-
like-
I can't go with that. No.
No. I know it's been around for a while.
But if it's
me-
been around for, how can you say it's because
it's
Migos
sort of,
did-
it's sort of like
it's again, they're doing nothing new. I'm literally saying Young Lean created like a borderline a whole genre.
just because they use something which isn't new but became popular because they used doesn't mean it's like they've done new stuff to it. It's just you've done something and then your song just got popular. Doesn't mean they've made that thing popular per se. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
yeah. But the thing is,
And the thing is, sorry to cut you off. Migos
You're right.
wouldn't be where they are without Drake right now. So why are we associating so much of the success of the triple upload of Migos when really it was Drake? Young Lean literally did. Young Lean, the whole Sad Boys clique, literally did everything themselves. Created a whole internet wave by themselves. Created a borderline a whole new genre by themselves. Created a whole aesthetic by themselves.
But it's a subculture.
It is a subculture, but like, why does that matter in our discussion? Sure, that matters in the mainstream hip hop discussion, but us as cultured hip hop heads, we should be able to have discussions comparing Lean to Migos.
Yeah.
Because I feel like influence is the huge factor, and if
Lean-
you're
Can't
isolated
you say-
within the genre,
Sorry, yeah.
if
Yeah.
you're isolated from all other parts of the genre, it's like, yeah, it's cool. Like, yeah, diversity is cool, but it's like you're not really doing anything to affect the genre at large at all.
If you've made a subculture that's different in your own in the hip hop scene, isn't that in itself just growing it more and doing more than taking something and just changing up a bit and trying to make it
No,
your own?
because having an effect on the mainstream is much more like direct, giving the mainstream a new direction. Whether it be you say it's recycling, but you know they're still bringing something back and directing the mainstream in like a, you know, helping, you know, they're helping shape the future of the mainstream. Whereas Young Ling, at best, he can shape the future of his little niche within hip hop.
How can you call it a little
Not really
niche?
though, because if it
Compared
becomes
to the
big,
mainstream.
Yeah.
if it becomes big, then people buy on that. Then doesn't that affect the mainstream? And
Yeah.
it can be because look how big he
But
is.
Young Lean's been around for a long time now, and we obviously
Trav,
know
we've
he
seen
hasn't
his
been-
influence in Trav.
Not by that
minimal.
much though. It's exactly.
Like,
You can
Yeah.
say-
I can't see how
you
you can say
everyone influences
Migos
everyone
has
that way.
less.
of an influence
I'm
on
not.
them.
I'm not saying
than
they've had
Young
less.
Ling.
I'm not saying they've had less influence. I'm saying they have a different and more important influence.
What? Because Young Ling influenced Trav.
No, not because Young Lean.
Okay, so you're saying because they're bringing in something, because he's bringing in something new.
That's what I'm trying to say. Young Lean literally brought in something
But
new,
why-
never before as seen to the genre. That's my argument right now. And like the quality, like Young Lean brought in something new to the genre, and more so, Migos. Who did the Migos affect? Realistically, what the fuck are they saying in their songs? They literally
Why
affect.
does that matter? What do rappers these days say anything in their songs?
Young Lean made a voice for the side boys.
Got my balls licked by a Zoe Deschanel lookalike.
Okay, there's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Heart-touching.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing with Kendrick. You can quote some of his lyrics.
Yeah,
on,
but
but that's what I'm saying. You can quote some of his lyrics out of context and say they look bad. But the fact of the matter is, all sad boys aesthetic and what cloud rap as a genre has become. Has given a voice for the lonely, given a voice for the depressed, given a voice for the suicidal, given a voice for the happy. It hasn't.
You're saying that music wasn't reflecting these
I'm
things
not
before.
saying music wasn't
He's
reflecting.
saying cloud rap has done that. Now.
Cloud
Yeah,
rap has
but
largely
he's
brought
there-
that into hip hop. Yeah.
Yes. The music obviously
literally makes
always appeals to
zero
different
sense.
people because there's different types of music.
Music
but
has
we're talking
always
about hip-hop
been
here.
music
Yeah,
has always been
okay.
an outlet for those.
Yeah,
I
but
know,
music,
I
but
know.
Music has always been an outlet to let your
I know,
depression
but
out.
what I'm saying
Let
is
the world
cloud
accept
rap is more filled with those type of artists.
And Migos
You
has
were
shown-
literally
Or the
before,
underground.
you were talking about how Lean was doing something new. I gave you that, fine, he was. But what he's doing with his sound, what he's doing with his lyrics is not anything new.
No, it's not anything.
It's not.
No, it's
So-
not anything new. It's new to the genre of hip hop in a sense.
No,
at
it's
that
not.
time, okay, before 2011, give me someone who used sad, depressive lyrics, suicidal lyrics as a background
Kanye
for their
West,
aesthetic.
808 and Heartbreak.
Yeah, but
What do you mean?
no, I don't. I think it's different though. I
How
think
is
that
that
affected. I
different?
think that affected different people. It's different. Kanye during that era didn't have the whole sad aesthetic though.
Why is there a need
Because
for the
it wasn't that there was a need. It's that he feels that he touches people through that. Who the fuck are the Migos affecting? That's what I'm saying. Lean has literally created a genre.
He's brought more people into it.
He's brought more people into it. That's another good point
That's
as well.
influence.
Lean brings in people who don't even listen to hip hop. The whole like
And if that's not the definition of what influence is, I'm not sure
yeah.
what it is.
Lean literally brings in people who don't even listen to hip hop.
to listen to people like the Migos, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So Lean is like maybe
Gateway.
like Lean, yeah, exactly. The gateway to the real rap, which is Migos. And like
Oh.
Travis Scott and other
Yeah,
actual
yeah,
artists
but,
from
yeah, that's what I'm
ATL.
saying. Yeah,
From-
that's,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Lean acts like a connect between the underground and the mainstream. One, Lean has brought in a new aesthetic and a whole new sound to the underground mainstream hip hop. Like people.
And that you could say is why it's more important because anyone could just fill the role of the Migos in that sense.
That's a good point. Anybody can fill the role of the Migos. If
How
the
can you say
Migos
no to that? Someone
Okay.
could just pop out of Atlanta.
What would the ATL hip hop scene look like now with if Migos was
You
never
wouldn't know
existed?
because
It
what if
never
someone else
existed.
could come and bring another
Who-
sound
who's
like that?
realistically still using the triplet flow?
Even the current, like, even if you
Well,
look at
you're
like,
talking a lot.
What?
It's an evolution of the
I
triple
feel like a
flow.
lot
It's
of the
not
flows that are
currently
like really
now
hot
have
today are like
an
an evolution of
yeah.
the.
No,
So
they're not.
yeah,
The
that,
evolution
it's
of
still like
the
the
evolution of
dirty-
Chief Keef, the
no,
evolution
no.
of Cudi, the
Okay.
evolution of Trav.
The I got a lot on my mind. Hey, Gucci racks all on my mind. Hey, that's an evolution of the triplet flow.
Yeah, I can find.
It's
no,
an extension of
And
it.
that flow is arguably
that
the
flow
hottest
is-
flow in
yeah,
the game
okay.
right now.
The,
I
what's
can see that
famous
point,
Beck song?
but
drip, drip from my wall.
I get the drip from all. But what I'm saying is, who
Yeah, you've
created?
been doing it as well. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, who made that flow popular? Uzi. It's a replaceable. Uzi made that sound popular, so it's a replaceable trap artist to make that sound popular. Who else has influenced the underground like Lean?
Evolution, it's like a chain. You can't just jump like
Yeah.
there would be no Uzi
Without
taking,
Migos.
taking this flow in a new direction if there wasn't the one before.
But what I'm saying is, Migos, you could replace Migos with any other artist.
You can't.
But no
Yes,
one did.
no one
though.
did it.
This is
No.
all what ifs.
There were
Yeah,
so
I know,
many
and we're talking
artists
about what
from
ifs
it.
right now. But what I'm saying is, who would you place Lean for?
But you could say what if to Lean if he wasn't there, who
Yeah,
would be that
Bones
gateway
or
to everything
someone.
else?
Bones has a whole different aesthetic to Lean.
But the people that you said that Youngling's music touched, Bones touches that same.
Similar, but it's different between affecting the whole sound. Young Lean,
You don't
literally-
think Bones affected the sound at all?
not as much as Lean.
But what sound has Lean really affected? Like,
The whole cloud rap, that whole aesthetic. You type in.
Look at his videos. Like
Look at his
anything video, really.
You go to any cloud rap video on a Starry,
aesthetic's
on
very,
a Starry
very
right
rare.
now that gets millions of views. I guarantee you, it's influenced in some way by Lean, by what they say, by what they do. I guess my argument is that Migos are kind of replaceable in what they do because that void could have been filled by so many different artists. Anybody could have came out with that triple flow. It was just like who was gonna come out with it.
But then you can say the same with Lean. Anyone would have come out with this Sad Boys aesthetic.
I don't
It was
agree.
just
Anybody
Lean.
could have come out with this.
Who knows?
It's too,
It's
as you're saying,
hard-
because it's,
It's
so
so what
isolated.
it's
speaking in the
It's so
abstract,
what
it's
when
so
we're speaking
hard,
in the
yeah.
abstract. It's so hard. But
Well,
Then we
both
take
sides are speaking words.
Maybe a bit of the wrong direction with the abstracts, maybe.
yeah, but I guess that's it. I
Yeah.
guess we've come to it.
We're not going to discuss
Stalemate,
So-
I guess.
just-
Just
It kind of seems that there is a bit of a stalemate with this discussion, kind of.
What do you mean?
Like,
because they're both very,
there are some
very
good
important.
points behind the Migos.
Yeah.
But there's also good points
point
behind
behind
Lean.
Lean, yeah.
It's a
It
good
seems to be a
discussion.
really good stalemate. And I think that's where you guys
It's- I think it's sort of well, like I think I personally have my taking away my biases. It's
Yeah.
whether you value bringing the old and turning it into something new,
Yeah.
or creating something new more.
Exactly, that's the
Yeah.
Because
point.
they're
yeah.
both their influence. Migos' influence is probably larger
Yeah, in terms of the
because
grand
of their
scale.
popularity.
In terms of grand scale.
But you
Because
that shouldn't.
at the moment they've like Liam hasn't done like he's dropped Frost God, right?
He
But
hasn't
it
done
didn't
anything
blow
new
up like
recently.
something
He's
like
done
the
anything-
Migos has
but
done.
like-
Lean is on the decline.
But like, it doesn't matter if
He
he's
has
done anything
seen
new
it, yeah.
recently.
Migos on the decline.
Lean.
Lean.
Oh, Lean.
Lean's
I was
on the
gonna
decline,
say.
but like
Yeah.
4 years ago, the stuff Lean is doing 4 years ago is literally still being copied today.
He's creating the stuff that people are using to recycle.
It's crazy. But I guess that's a discussion. Bit of a tamer discussion this time around,
Yeah.
I think.
A lot tamer.
A lot tamer, but hey, it was a good discussion, I think.
Yeah.
So we
points
have
raised all
good
around.
points. We have
Rahul,
Kanji.
Matt.
you dig Tom behind the camera. Didn't touch the camera once. Didn't need to. Good tripod setup. Thank you, Tom. So we had Young Lean, Migos. Vote for who you think should get through to the next round. Links in the description. Fuck with your boy. Like, subscribe. Follow me on all social medias.
Pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
You dig.
That way.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys.